Hey, listen, before I start this video, I just want to say, okay, I do things legit. I do things different over here, okay, because this is how you guys look to me, and I don't want to look like this. So basically, when you're putting out falsified nonsense, being biased and showing favoritism in what you say, but then you're talking about, I'm just keeping it a buck. No, this is what you look like to me. You know, I don't like this look. So I do things the right way over here at AZP. Let's get it going. What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So listen, I'm not going to even get into this story, but I just want to say I saw some tweets today. Okay, I could have posted them, but there's no need because I don't even know if it's solid or not. It's a rumor that Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, is set to fight June 17th. Okay. With those two, I'm going to have to see press conference. I'm going to have to see promotions and actually see them actually walking out to the ring to fight. To really believe, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's the rumor. Now I'm hearing Joe Joyce and Zilly Zhang are supposed to fight, and that will probably be an interesting fight. Both of them have that come forward style, try to get you out of there, and you see what happens. I like that fight. I like that fight. And should Joyce win, what's next for him? I don't know. And I think a lot of people don't know this either, too. Like, maybe they may not be aware. Like, Zilly Zhang is like 38, 39 himself. So, Joe Joyce is like 37, 38. Gotta be. It gotta be at least 38 now because he's been 37 for like 4 years, man. But at the end of the day, it's one of these things where for Joe Joyce, I think that they're going to keep Joe Joyce away from Tyson Fury. I don't see, they're under the same promotion, and I just don't see that happening because I don't see them wanting Fury to lose. I don't think you're going to see that fight happen. So, if anything, I could see them trying to either, if just imagine if Joe Joyce did fight against Usyk. Do you think that Tyson Fury would be okay with him having just one belt and him and Joe Joyce under the same stable, same promoter, but he has the other three? You know what I mean? So I mean, when you have the same promoter, where the promoter wins no matter who loses, but at the same time, for Tyson Fury, I don't know who he wants to fight. I don't know what he wants to do. Joe Joyce is kind of suffering in that sense too because, I mean, he beat Joseph Parker. Now he's fighting Zilly Zhang. And Deontay Wilder, you see him hopping around all slow motion on them little chicken legs. And I don't know what he wants to do, who he wants to fight. But you hear nothing about him and, Andy Ruiz. And here's the crazy part. Did it? Joe Joyce? It's a rhetorical question. Just saying. Didn't he just beat Joseph Parker in the title eliminator? But nobody who won the title eliminators are fighting each other. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. And then you got the Frank Sanchez's, the Jared Andersons, and people always, yeah, but Jared got time. He's only 22 or 23. Yeah, okay, y'all keep saying that, but before you know it, time goes. And the way they're making difficult times of making the right fights happen, who knows, man? Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. And also, what I want to talk about too, okay? Salute to the UK. All right, love coming from the US over here. Somebody, okay, a British guy, had a lot to say on another channel. Was it Fight Hype or was it Seconds Out? One of them channels, we were talking about something, and basically a comment was made about, oh, you Americans always want violence and always want to do things outside of the ring and blah, 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 and all this bullshit, right? And I'm sitting here like, see, let me just put you in your place. Okay? Because this same person was LOL, haha, yeah, Big John, take a fight to him. That's right. Because Big John Fury made a comment about his son Tyson Fury not having his heart. You know, he doesn't have the same heart that I have. You know, he should have punched Deontay Wilder in the face when he saw him. Is Big John American or is he British? So is that not encouraging his son to try to take a fight to the street instead of in the ring? Okay, just think about that. See, because unlike you, I'm not going to ransack the British people just because you're a jackass. But you, sir, are a jackass. And you always the same idiot go on channel to channel. Always you Americans, you Americans, you Americans. But you're always trying to see what us Americans are doing. You know? So it's like, now, let me just say this. I said from day one, if Deontay Wilder feels, since he psyched himself out to believe, rather, that Tyson Fury cheated, he should never shake his hand. And he should never, ever have said the better man won. He should have addressed everything right there in the ring, since he knew what time it was already, right? Okay. Simple. 2, for Tyson Fury to not sue for defamation of character is his choice, but for him to want to make amends and end all that, and you got a guy that's saying, I know you cheated and I'm going to take it to my grave. And all these things that he claimed you did, why would you want to shake his hand? So when they saw each other in Saudi and Fury starts going, Bomb Squad, right? Deontay Wilder could have easily gave that motherfucker the middle finger and kept it pushing, right? So they both soft, if you ask me. Simply because one man got his ass whooped so bad and his fanboys start making excuses as to why he lost, and he went with that bullshit. 2, for everything that he said about having proof, and he's going to expose this motherfucker and get his dirty ass about the sport, Fury's still here. Okay? 3, after you said you don't respect him at the end of the fight, then you tweet that you know, salute to the new champ, blah, 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 to the champ, whatever, and this, that. But then, even after you see him shake his hand, no, before that, you said at the press conference and said absolutely nothing. Because you knew if you started opening up and talking about that, you were going to make a fool out of yourself, because what proof do you have? Tell us how you, all these accusations, and it would have turned to something else. And he knows. And that's why he sat there silent. That's the reason he did that shit. But after all that, you see him. He yells, Bomb Squad. And you smile, walk over to him, and initiate the fucking hug. And then after that, Tyson Fury's being interviewed. And he calls him a shithouse, calls him a tosser. But you just hugged him minutes ago. See, that's some soft shit. So both of them are soft, if you ask me. Plain and simple. Because basically, if I don't like you, I don't like you. Now, for Tyson Fury to see him punch him in the face or try to punch him in the face, they get into an altercation, what would that prove? Now, if he'd got his big bald-headed ass locked up for doing what John Fury suggests, then what? And over what? You are over here as a guest to watch fights, and you're suggesting that your son punch him in the face, and what you'd have did. I look at John Fury like this. His career never went nowhere. He never had a fucking career. So he's trying to live vicariously through his son, but trying to put his little touch on how tough he is, and he's this and he's that and whatever. But he has nothing to show for it. Every time something happens, I don't care who John Fury's with, whatever Fury he's sitting there at a press conference with, in their corner, he's always talking tougher than the fighter himself and trying to always, instigate something to be more than what it really is. So when I look at John Fury, I'm like, even to say, he just fucking said Sugar Hill is a traitor. Because Sugar Hill told the truth that he was not aware of training Tyson Fury for anything. He wasn't even around to train Tyson Fury, and that he was on his way home or something like that. He was leaving. So there was no training camp that he was ever informed of. So they know there was no fight. When I made the video, remember how many of you jumped in the comment section? Oh, he's going to fight him. Oh, I can't believe you, Aries. You don't. Come on, Aries. You're usually good at this kind of stuff. Oh, he's going to do this. He's not scared of Usyk. Oh, and yeah, there was never a fucking training camp. Aries is the one that said, I don't think there's going to be no fight. And if it is, it's going to be postponed. I don't see no April. I can't see that shit. Come on. No press, no ticket sales, no nothing. Nothing. No tour, nothing. And all of a sudden, the 29th, so they're just going to cram all this in for undisputed? Really? But y'all was so sure that the fight was going to happen. Oh, he'll beat him with a body shot. He'll do this, he'll do that, but he don't want to fucking fight him. So Big John Fury, your ass went to prison before. And all this tough guy shit you talking, just understand something. Your son, okay, holds the WBC championship. So even when he tries to talk all that shit, I'll fight for free, I'll fight anybody, and twice on Sunday, and all this bullshit, understand something. He don't need to go try to punch Deontay Wilder in the face for nothing. This shit has been long gone, and they still both full of shit, because if somebody asks them a question about the other, they take cheap shots, but then they see each other and cheese and hug. That's some soft shit. Both of them are suckers to me. At the end of the day, though, right? Why don't you try to convince him to get in the ring and punch Usyk in the face? How about that? Stop with these ridiculous demands and dumb shit so he can make the fight happen and stop ducking Usyk. That's what we really want to see. Okay, we already seen this song and dance with Wilder. And your unprofessional, ignorant tactics, okay, would solve nothing. And for the jackass that made the idiotic comment, you Americans, this, you always, yeah, let's hear you say the same thing about John Fury and not LOL, ha ha ha, get him, Big John. Yeah, that's right, he's a dosser. Trying to get his son to do something that will basically show he has no class and have his ass locked up over nothing. Over nothing. Why'd you attack this man? Well, because he said I cheated 4 years ago. And when I saw him, I just blindsided him. Neither one of them ain't going to do shit to the other. All they're going to do is what they've been doing. Jump on social media and talk real tough about the other. But guess what? The only time something going to happen between them is in the fucking ring. And we know that Deontay Wilder ain't doing nothing to nobody unless he got his entourage with him like Dominic Breazeale's situation. So at the end of the day, y'all, stop with all this, you Americans, you Brits, you Latinos, you white boys, and what. Stop with all this dumb shit. It's boxing. It's a sport, and you shouldn't even care. You shouldn't even be that invested in it. You're not making one fucking brown penny. Now, one of these fighters come back to Aries and say, hey, man, hey, for supporting my career, I don't need or want that money. But bottom line, just saying, they don't pay you nothing. You guys that act like the fighters are in there representing you because y'all got the same flag, nah. Grow up. And grow a set and be a man. And stop with all this, you Americans, you Americans, you Americans. Because at the end of the fucking day, okay? At the end of the fucking day, nobody make you watch me or anybody else that's not from the UK. Since you have such a problem with Americans. And I got nothing but love for the British people. I got family over there. On top of that, okay? Yeah. So don't ever come with that dumb shit and then jump on my channel and try to act like you. No, I don't want no pieces of shit following me. So just wanted to get it off my chest as well. Anyway, y'all, everybody stay safe. Salute. Shout out to everybody. No matter where the fuck you from, we all human beings, and I just get so sick of hearing people always got to start a sentence talking about you people, you guys, you Americans, you this and this and this, and you never hear Aries over here talk about, yeah, over here, us Americans, we this and we didn't. No, it's just fighters. We're human beings. Take all the titles away. We're human beings. That's what we are, and we're all the same. So for me, UK, US, we all one. Shout out. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.